What's up guys, it's Frogfadoc. On Android and especially Samsung phones, you get all sorts of crazy multitasking views, like split screen windows and floating apps. However, on iPhone, you get nothing. But what if there was a way to get those features on an iPhone? Well, apparently there is, because some people have figured out how to get iPadOS running on an iPhone. Yeah, that's right. You can trick your iPhone into thinking it's an iPad and get all the crazy multitasking features that it provides. And not only that, it turns your iPhone into the jankiest shit show I have ever seen. Let's get into it. Apple. This is an iPhone 12 mini, the phone that we're going to be running iPadOS on. Now you guys may be thinking, why are you installing iPadOS on an iPhone 12 mini? That literally has the smallest screen possible to run iPadOS on. It's going to be so crammed. Well, that's kind of the point, and also kind of the only thing I have to do this with. You see, apart from the iPhone 12 mini, I also own an iPhone 13 mini. These are the two newest iPhones I own. And the reason I'm doing this on my 12 mini as opposed to my 13 mini is because my 12 mini runs iOS 26.1. While this guy is still on iOS 18, I actually never updated this thing. But basically, this whole thing got patched in iOS 26.2, meaning if I were to update this phone, I straight up wouldn't be able to even do any of this. So when I found out that this whole thing got patched, I banished this phone's internet privileges, and this phone now remains on iOS 26.1 until this video is done. So without further ado, let's begin. And to begin, we're gonna need a MacBook. So here I have my M1 MacBook Pro with a Core i5 inside. Here I found this one website that should give us the tutorial on how to do this. I'm unsure if there's a better tutorial out there, but this is what I found and we're going to be trying this. So let's grab our iPhone and let's begin the process. Alrighty, so first thing we need to do is disable stolen device protection and turn off Find My, which is fair enough. Let's go into Face ID and passcode. Oh hey, look at that, stolen device protection's already off. Next up, we need to go into Find My and then turn Find My iPhone off. Oh right, we have to connect this thing to the internet. That's okay, because as long as I don't try and install the update, it should be fine. And now begins the panic for this iPhone going, wait, do you really want to disable it? Please type in your password. So I'm gonna go do that now. Okay, next up we're gonna download this shortcut. Sure, let's go do that. I'm actually gonna open this web page in Safari so I can quickly airdrop it to my iPhone. Hey, and here we go. It's just added the shortcut already, that's sick. Alright, sure, add shortcut. Open the Shortcuts app and run the shortcut. Click tap here. Save. In the next pop-up, choose the click here option. Okay, click here. What the fuck? Tap on the file one. What the hell is that UI? And you'll see an S string. Save to files. Save as text. Can I rename this? Save that, and then we'll fix it up on my MacBook Pro, I guess. This here looks like the text. We should just be able to rename this and change the file type. And then we rename this, and we take out the .txt. Come on, V. Okay, so that should be done. It's now saying to email or airdrop it to my Mac, but I can literally just go into here and just get it straight from my iCloud drive. So, I mean, I'm just gonna probably do that. So this is talking about Windows. We're just gonna skip this step. Step 5, download and install Misaka26 on your computer. Let's go do that. So this here is the ultimate customization tool, utilizing a bug that makes the troll restore possible, and these are the versions that it supports, and this is why we couldn't go past iOS 26.1, meaning we have to do it on this little guy right here. Where Misaka26 not open, Apple could not verify, bruh. I think I found it. Let's press open anyway. This tool modifies system related files, yada yada yada. I agree. Let's do this. I have a feeling this is a good time for me to plug my iPhone into my MacBook. It is so rare that I ever use a lightning connector. Everything in my house is like USB-C now. It's telling us to select that plist file, so let's go do that. And it should be this one, choose. Ooh, okay. Alright, we seem to be in now. iPhone 12 mini. Boot chime, that's kind of funny actually. Part of me wants to enable that. Enter at your own risk, yada yada yada. I don't read risk, I don't do backups. Let's do this. Let's click on enable. Apply. Success, the device is now rebooting. There's the Apple logo. Is it going to boot into iPhone OS or iPadOS? Oh, I don't think it worked. First thing I've noticed is that absolutely nothing is different, so maybe that wasn't the right option. Let's try it one more time to see if that's going to work. Let's press trust. Okay, apply. Please, please, pretty please. What's it gonna do? So much suspense. Is it gonna boot into iOS or iPadOS? Oh, something looks broken up there. Oh, that's a small hello. I think we might have done it. Oh yeah, something's clearly broken on here. Okay, everything looks normal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's an app library down there now. I think we've done it. Ah, we got multitasking on the iPhone. What? We got it. We've got floating apps. It's an iPad. Man, screw the iPad mini. We've got the true iPad mini here right now. Oh boy. I'm excited for this one. Let's compare an iPad mini to an iPhone mini running iPadOS 26. And just look at how broken this looks already. Let's go into landscape mode. Yep, we're currently in full screen and we can... Look at that! Look at that! We can have a floating window for our Files app and it's attempting to show the dock, but it just can't do it. We can go back into full screen. We can swipe up the dock here. I wish iPhones could do this normally. Why the hell can't iPhones just have a dock like this? No joke, this would work super well. Look at that. Right off the bat, apps in this iPhone size just work in their iPhone size. It's just like how it is on iPadOS, where you can minimize it into an iPhone sized application. Look at that. We got the traffic lights on an iPhone. That is absolutely sick. But we need to do some multitasking on this little guy. I love that this is the absolute smallest screen iPadOS has ever been rendered on. And the springboard crashed. Nice. I love how it's trying to display the date, but there is just no room behind the notch to do that. On the newer iPhones that use the dynamic island, you can actually see it, but on this big old notch, you actually can't see anything. I'm gonna make this brighter because the auto brightness is killing me here. Look at that. The date's behind there somewhere. If I go into landscape, there we go. Now we can see it. Oh, I just realized they removed the landscape home screen on newer versions of iPhones. But look at that. We've got it back with widgets and it's totally not broken by any means. Ah, yes. Look at my utilities folder. We can go into here. Oh, look at our landscape app library. That is hilarious. Oh, look at that keyboard. It's literally going off the edge of the screen. What happens if I go into portrait? Ah, yes, that totally doesn't look broken by any means. I mean, that being said, this... Oh, okay, maybe it's not usable. We don't have a space bar. Wait a minute, can we? We got a floating keyboard! Look at this! Floating keyboard. Yes! Look at that. And then, oh, if we put it down, it'll try and dock itself again. But, you know what? That actually works pretty damn well. I kind of like that. I could use this. Do we have that thing on iPad where if we swipe down, we get our numbers? No, that doesn't seem to work, unfortunately. What about in landscape? Nope. But in landscape, oh yeah. Floating keyboard, don't crash. Don't crash, please. Alright, I'll behave. I'll behave. Wow, this is incredible. Alright, let's do some multitasking on an iPhone. So one of the greatest advantages of Android is the fact that you can multitask on it. You can do two apps side by side, and then while you're doing that, you could just have another app floating on top of everything. But many have yearned for this kind of experience on iPhone. Today, that's exactly what we get to do. Let's have a look at the weather app. Maybe not. Okay, here we go, 16. Let's do some split screen multitasking. Oh, what? I think my screen might be too small. What the hell? What? What is this? Okay, so we're running the mobile version of the weather app in a landscape view. This is so broken. Oh wait, I forget. It's changed in iPadOS 26 because we have to do the thing now. We have to flick it to the side. Okay, this doesn't seem to want to work. Let's try something else. Let's get the Files app open, and then can we open up a... Yeah, crashed. I feel like this is going to be a very common theme of this video. Here we go. Files app. Files app. Landscape. Good. Okay, we didn't crash this time. Can we... Oh, man. That's okay. At least it doesn't take too long to restart into it. I want to get a second instance of the Files app. Oh, it works. It works. Landscape. Good. 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 Very well behaved. Is that a menu bar? That's a menu bar. Okay, hold on. Window. Move and resize. Let's do it to left. No, not even close. That's fine. Window. Move and resize to the right. Okay, this is split screen multitasking on an iPhone. Good enough, I guess. Yeah, so clearly I can't get split screen to work properly, but this seems to be fine. Yeah, this is just so balked. Oh, okay, what have I done there? It seems to want to either go between landscape or this really horrifically terrible portrait view. Screw it, let's have that, although I can't really move the window around. Okay, here we go. We've got two mini file labs. You can see just how much it is struggling. I've never seen iOS struggle this badly before. That plus the layer of liquid arse above everything. Oh, yep. That's a user interface for sure. Is this what you wanted, Alan Dye? Is this what you wanted? Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave right now. Oh, look at that landscape lock screen. Okay. iPhones should just have this. Look how good this looks. Absolutely nobody would bat an eye if this was on someone's iPhone. It just looks correct. Apple, please add this back. Okay, let's open up weather into a floating window. Oh, lordy. Hey, that kind of is cool. You can have little mini apps. Hey, it's actually kind of usable when it's in this size, and I guess you can see what the temperature is of Melbourne if you squint hard enough. It's especially terrible on an iPhone mini because of just how damn small it is. But I love it. I love this so much. You can have apps upside down. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. I want the notch on the bottom. This is kind of useful. There you go. You can actually see the time and date now. You can pretend that you have the bezel-less iPhone. Does that not look futuristic? No bezel, no notch, no nothing. Just ignore this bottom bit right here. That doesn't exist. Oh, yep. Look at those animations. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. There we go. Oh, hold on. We gotta do that again. Oh my god, that's what it looks like? They actually have a contingency in place in case there's no room. You press that. Wow, they actually thought of it. Window, enter full screen. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. Sick. What happens if I go portrait? Okay, that kind of worked, I guess. Can't really use the menu bar up here because it's just covered by the notch. I mean, you kind of can. Here we go. This is what I wanted. The full screen Files app in light mode with the title bar. Now this is the future. The bezel-less future of the iPhone. Damn, this is all sorts of levels of broken. Here we are in Notion, and you can see it's really trying to be an iPad app here. With its sidebar open, it's trying to take up as much space as humanly possible because it thinks it's an iPad, obviously. Let's do some multitasking. Let's get some files up. What on earth? Let's just press plus. I think it's trying to show me my open windows. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, yep, okay. It's like closing stuff and then reopening things. It's very confused. I don't think it knows what's happening. I mean, you can do this, I guess. This is kind of a hacky way to get split screen view on... Nope. Okay, yep, now it's back. Things might just be a little bit broken on here. There we go. Split screen views on iOS. We've done it! Split screen apps! Oh, no, wait, that broke it. No, forget about that. There we go. Oh, hold on, get it back. Yes, we've done it. If Apple made a Pro iPhone mini with all the cameras on there, a decent battery, plus some kind of split screen multitasking, I might actually make it my main phone. Probably not, I'd probably stick with Android still, but this is fun. I really like this, even though it's horrifically broken. I don't really know what's on this lock screen either. Oh, the weather apparently. Okay, that's cool and all, but I want to turn this iPad into a real computer. Because at the end of the day, what's a computer? In order to do that, we're gonna need this. A mouse. Yeah, that's right, I got my MX Master 3S and we're gonna connect it to my iPhone. Sorry, my iPad mini. This is my iPad mini now. Let's go to Bluetooth. What happens if I do landscape in here? That's... Okay, going into multitasking in landscape just kind of kills everything, so we're not going to do that. Well, look at that lock screen. That looks sweet. Oh, numbers! Hey, it worked though. It got me in. So if I go into multitasking... Oh, okay. No wonder why it crashed. Yeah. Let's swipe away settings. Okay, I don't think we can do that. It's not going to like the rotation. Doesn't like the rotation sensation. Alright, let's close that. Okay, it just wants to be an iPhone. It really wants to be an iPhone. I wish it wasn't an iPhone though. I want it to be an iPad. I don't want it to be an iPhone. Look at this though, trying to transform between the two options. Well, I mean, it lets us have the dock and this open at the same time, which is kind of nice. That's kind of cool. Why can't iPhones just have the dock? It would actually be super useful. I could be like, oh, up, boom, weather, and then, oh, yep, settings. iPhones should have this. They really should. Here we go, MX Master 3S. Here it is. Let's click on pair. Now. Yes! Oh my god, we got mouse support on an iPhone. If we keep going down, now we've gone home. This is beautiful. Stand. Take iPhone, put it on stand, unlock it. Now, we have reached full computer status. Well, we don't have a keyboard. That's okay, we just got this though. We can scroll and now all of a sudden we're in this. And then we can be like, hello, or hello. If we move the mouse up and just keep going up. Oh, look at that. And then we keep going down. So it still has those weird iPad gestures where if you take a mouse, you scroll down and you keep going down, you enter multitasking, and then you do it again, you go home. You can just keep going down, and it'll just keep doing things until the end of time. But, oh, it still has that. What? Oh, that's weird. We can see the outer bounds of what the mouse will do. Oh, that is something you never get to see. Look at that. Oh, wait, it's going further out. It's actually like going further beyond the screen. Wait, how do I get out of this mode? Oh, we do that. So you're trying to tell me if I swipe down on there. What the hell? We are all sorts of iPhone OS, iPadOS layers right here. This is amazing. As if this wasn't curse mode already. Let's go landscape. Boom. Now it's a true computer. Okay, but like this would be kind of sick. Let's just think about this for a moment. How sick would this be being able to prop up your little iPhone, have a keyboard here, and just type something out like it's a computer? I think we should be able to do this. I mean, you can. You can already pair a keyboard to an iPhone and it'll just work. So you actually can do that. But not the mouse though, not the mouse. Okay, I just pulled out this Bluetooth keyboard that I found and I literally have not turned this thing on for 2 years and it still has charge. It still has charge after 2 years. Look how dusty it is. We need to go up on here. It doesn't do landscape face ID, which kind of sucks. Oh, yeah, we have to do it on portrait. Okay, let's go back home. Let's go to settings. Oh my god. Other devices, keyboard, you can barely read that. Connecting. Okay, we need to type out, and I'm not sure if you guys can see this, 1862. 1862, and then press the return or enter key. Oh my god! Okay, here we go. So this actually has control option command like a Mac. So this should be the best case scenario. This is a MacBook. Okay, command Q. Sweet. Command tab. Whoa, look at that. They should add this onto iPhones. This Alt Tab UI should just be a thing on iPhones. This literally should be on iPhones when you're connecting a Bluetooth keyboard to it. This would work. This would work perfectly fine. Let's go into notes. Okay, let's create a new note. This is literally just a MacBook. Everything I am doing here right now can be done on an iPad and a MacBook perfectly fine. It works perfectly here too. Look at this UI, it works. We can use our mouse to highlight this text, press Command B, and now it's bold. Now it's an underline. Surely I can close this to get a bit more. Okay, never mind. Full screen. Okay. Now we're text editing. And of course, just to show the three of you guys who are gonna ask, no, this doesn't work. But just imagine if it did. Oh, look at this. Look at the potential. What happens if you just snap it on the side? And it would look like that. Oh my god, the stand's doing it. This is perfect. I love this. I absolutely love this. Hey, the Galaxy Note / Ultra phones exist. And just a reminder, that supports floating windows, split screen apps, desktop views, and it has a pen, all natively built in, and it works. This is all doable. Apple could do this, but they're literally never going to do this in their lives. Luckily, someone else has figured out how to do it. Enough yapping, let's get some productivity done. Device, OS, and then let's add a column. How do we add a column? Add a column. Beautiful. Is computer? I forget, the situation down here is a bit cramped. There's a .com button. Cool, is computer. I'm so glad I'm filming in 4K so I can actually zoom into this. So the OS of this is macOS 26 Tahoe. But first, we need to make sure that this is a header column. Format, we need to make it bold so you can know that that's the header. You know, let's do italics. Italics are a bit underrated. Yeah, let's do that. Is a computer? Yes, it's a computer. iPadOS 26. Is this a computer? Maybe. It might be a computer. It does some computery things. Wait, hold on. What happens if I go here and just press enter? Lovely. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. iPhone 12 mini. Is a computer? Definitely. Look at this. It's a computer. Sick. Okay, let's go into attachments here. Let's take a photo or video. Let's actually turn this around real quick. Oh, look at that. It's me. Yeah, let's use that photo. Lovely. What a beautiful photo. Oh, hold on. Right clicking. It's a thing. This might be one of the first ever documented right clicks on an iPhone. Wow, look at that. Oh, it's got all the liquid glass and everything. This is amazing. Oh, we can pretend we have an Apple Pencil for a bit. Maybe not. Oh, nope. It's not doing anything. I just want to resize this damn picture. How do I do this? View as small. Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine, actually. That's very viewable and readable. Okay, but let's just say, hey, I need to quickly look at some files. Let's go down into here and let's open this up. Yep, right now. Oh, I fixed it. I fixed it. That one, that one, that one, that one. No, okay. Screw it, new window. Okay, and then we minimize that a little bit and let's go back into the Notes app. Hold on. Because we're doing it iPad style. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, we need to drag this picture into here. So let's do that. Drag and drop works. We've got full-on productivity happening right here. All right, but what about some web browsing? Let's go to the World Wide Web in Safari. Let's search up Frock for Duck. And as you can see, maybe it's really small. Here's Frock for Duck. Can we make this any bigger? Oh yes, that's right. We got landscape view. So it seems like the iPhone only wants to switch between portrait and landscape view. So it's still staying as iPhone view, but it's like kinda doing iPad stuff. Barely, not really. Maybe there is a way to do that. Here's my profile picture. Let's insert that. Okay, this time it didn't want to cooperate. What happens if I copy this picture? Can I then click into here? Nope, not what I wanted to do. Can I then click here? Command V? Yes! Yes, we can. This is computing in 2026. This is what it looks like. It's rounded screen corners and also cursors hiding behind notches. Oh, look at that. We got Spotlight Search, Frock for Duck. Yep, beautiful. Okay, lovely. As someone who loves running desktop OSs on tiny devices like this, this is incredible. I absolutely love this. Hey, look at that. It's actually respecting the corner there. Look at that. It's like an iPad. Because it is an iPad. What are you talking about? Actually, one thing I want to try real quick. Will the continuous mouse thing between a Mac work? So here I have my Mac, and let's try going across like this. Maybe not. Let's do, multitasking and gestures. Look at that! Of course you can't see it, but hey, we got all the options. Let's do Stage Manager. Oh my god, that's Stage Manager. That is indeed Stage Manager. Holy crap! Everything's here! Look at this! Whoa! We have like 5 apps running on this iPhone at once. This is absolutely insane. There's so much crap running on this iPhone. This is ridiculous. This is literally just a MacBook. This iPhone is struggling. I love it. Because I'm an absolute masochist, let's try using Stage Manager handheld. Hold up. Is it letting me add widgets on the lock screen? It's letting me add widgets on the lock screen. Because of course it is. What about landscape mode? What was that? Oh. Oh. Whoa, that's the craziest effect I've ever seen. It's like a weird bubble page turning effect. Let's do Stage Manager. Here we go. And it crashes. Beautiful. How many springboard crashes has that been now? Quite a few, I would say. Oh, like that. Whoa, look at that. Oh, okay, yep, we've just pulled out the App Store. And we've got it right here, and it wants to resize into that. So it seems like what it does is it tries to like scale it in the rotation, so it only does portrait mode, only landscape mode, and then everything in between's just not there, but the animation's funky as hell. Swipe that out, we can tap to go back to that one. Yeah, here's the problem. As soon as you try typing, it's just a disaster. I have a feeling that iPadOS wasn't meant to run on an iPhone. I don't know what's giving me that vibe right now. Let's go here, and then we access Stage Manager there, and boom, we've crashed the springboard once again. Maybe some people might prefer if multitasking looked like this on iPhone by default. I think it's actually kind of cool, look at that. Imagine another reality where this could have been your app switcher on iPhone. You could have had your split screen apps, you could have had this. It would have been amazing. Move iPhone to start. Was that showing a picture of an yeah, that's showing a picture of an iPad. Okay, but what about the camera? Let's do camera. What? Okay, that's really struggling. That's not right at all. Let's take a photo. Quick. We got a photo. Let's do ultra wide photo. We're pushing our luck here. Oh. Whoa. Okay, we've really broken it. Oh, look at the liquid glass. The liquid glass is detached. What is this? Let's go landscape. And then we can... Yes. Let's change the... Not much we can do. We can't actually resize this window a lot. But that does allow us to use Safari while we struggle to take photos. Wow, this is what the iPhone was intended for. Ever seen iOS lag this much? Now you have. Show your family and friends your photos while you take new ones at the same time. And then we can just immediately start showing them to people. Look at all that. Crystal clear, silky motion. You can show everyone the fact that this is literally just a MacBook. Hold on, let me zoom it in for grandma. Here we go. This is literally just a MacBook. This phone is getting unbelievably hot. It is just burning to the touch. There's another app I want to take a look at on here, and that is the Preview app. Why? Because on iPadOS only, there's a special little feature. If I put this in a landscape, oh, look at that! It's got the little zoomy liquid glass receptacle thing, which I think is really fun. I'm glad that they added this. I'm pretty sure this isn't on iPhone, this little reticle exclusive thing, and we just crashed the springboard. We just crashed it once again. Yep, thanks. We're on 30%. This battery is just draining. Alright, let's try that again. Nope. Doesn't want to do it. This is like very balked. It's been sitting on the springboard screen for like a minute now. I'm kind of concerned. I hope I didn't brick this thing because I actually do kind of like this 12 mini. I am concerned. This is taking a little bit too long to restart. Well, at least it restarted and it survived. Beautiful. Now apparently, some people have managed to get this to work with external displays. Unfortunately, I can't because every iPhone I own has Lightning on it, so I'm not going to be able to show that. But what I can show is once again, the dock hiding behind the notch. Also, for those of you who are wondering, the 4-finger gestures don't work for some reason, so you can't switch between apps or go home that way, so that doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried. I don't know what's happened here. Whoa, those are the other apps. What about the pinch to copy stuff? If I do this and then I use my 3 fingers to copy, that works. And let's scroll down here, enter, enter, and then paste. Move this stupid keyboard out the way. How do I close it? Oh my god, how do I close this keyboard? Okay, let's try pasting here. Blah, paste. It works! So you can do the copy and paste gestures like an iPad. That's sick too. One other little interesting thing I found is how some third-party apps behave. For example, we have Officeworks here, which is some electronics store located in Australia. You can see here, this actually does open in an iPad view, and if I tap the search bar, you can get a little feel of how some pre-liquid glass elements would have worked on here. Oh, look at that. You get the full keyboard, so you can actually do the swipes and everything. That is so cursed. You can do that. This actually works a lot better than the liquid ass does, let me tell you that much. You can actually do this to make it floating, so that's fun. And then the keyboard is confined within the app, which is weird. I'm not sure if that's how it works on iPadOS as well. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, but that's kind of fun as well. If I do landscape view, it crashes. So, interesting stuff. Very broken, as to be expected. And there we have it. That is installing iPadOS onto an iPhone. It's even more janky than I thought it would be. Honestly though, part of me kind of wishes that Apple would implement something like this natively onto real iPhones. I can't ever see them doing floating windows, but definitely split screen views. I would absolutely like that at least. But who knows, with the upcoming iPhone Fold that's been rumored, maybe this might just happen, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. My name is Frockford. You can say that however you want, I really don't care. New videos whenever I like. Consider becoming a channel member like all these people on the screen have. You get some bonus videos, early access to my upcoming videos, custom Discord server roles, and your very own Minecraft server, all rolled into one. Starts at $1 a month. And that's about it. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.